What is going on, everybody? Today I'll be previewing the 2024 college football schedule for Colorado State. I will go through every game on their schedule and I will predict which games on the schedule I think they will win, and I will also predict which games on the schedule I think they will lose. But before we preview their schedule, let me remind you guys to like the video and also subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And if you guys love college football, then you'll love this channel, because we upload daily college football content and we basically cover everything on this channel, so definitely consider subscribing. And also consider joining my Discord server down in the description below. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Last season, Colorado State went 5-7 and just missed out on a bowl game. I do expect this Colorado State team to take that next step up in 2024 with Jay Norvell at head coach. Jay Norvell turned a 3-9 Nevada team around and led them to 4 straight bowl appearances and 2 8-win seasons when he was coaching at Nevada. He rebuilt a mediocre Nevada program, and he's doing the same thing with Colorado State. Colorado State was 3-9 in 2022, 5-7 in 2023, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this Colorado State team sneak their way into the Mountain West Championship, because the conference is really wide open in my opinion. Air Force lost basically everyone on the team, Fresno State loses a lot on defense, and UNLV lost their quarterback Jaden Mayava. This could be a scenario where we see Colorado State make the Mountain West Championship, and I wouldn't be completely surprised. Colorado State is top 40 in returning production, and they have a pretty solid head coach leading the way. So I do expect this team to be a decent group of 5 team next season. They need to have a stronger rushing attack, but the defense is pretty solid, so I think they will be fine. But let's get into predicting their schedule, and they opened the season playing on the road against Texas. Texas is one of the most talented teams in college football, and if we are comparing the talent between these two teams, then Colorado State stands absolutely no chance in this game. We've seen crazy things happen in college football before, and Texas actually did struggle with the Mountain West team last season, which was Wyoming, but I still do not see Colorado State keeping this game close. Quinn Ewers is going to tear apart that secondary of Colorado State, and I have Colorado State losing their first game of the season and moving to 0-1 to start the season. The next game of the season for Colorado State will be at home against Northern Colorado. Northern Colorado is a terrible FCS team, and I would not be surprised if this game ended up being 80-0, because that is how bad this Northern Colorado team is. Northern Colorado went 0-11 last season. They didn't win a single game, and Colorado State has this game in between 2 difficult games, but Colorado State could catch a break with an easy win in this game. So I definitely have Colorado State winning this game and moving to 1-1 on the season. The next game for Colorado State will be at home against their in-state rival, Colorado. Last season, this game had so much hype around it. I believe it was top 5 in most watched college football games of all time. And it honestly had to be the most overhyped game in college football history. No hate to these two teams, but that game did not deserve the attention that it got. But 2024 is a new season, and I do expect this game to be a great game again. None of these teams are perfect, but I do think both Colorado and Colorado State will take that next step up next season. But I do think Colorado has more talent than this Colorado State team, and I have Colorado State losing to Colorado and moving to 1-2 on the season. The next game for Colorado State will be at home against UTEP. UTEP is a pretty bad team, and this will be another bounce-back win for Colorado State. UTEP went 3-9 last season, and UTEP doesn't have many positives going for them. So I definitely have Colorado State easily winning this game and moving to 2-2 on the season. But following their game against UTEP, they will have another difficult game, and they play Oregon State on the road. I still expect Oregon State to be solid next season. They lost their head coach and a lot on their team, but they have done pretty good in the transfer portal, and they returned Damian Martinez, who is probably a top 10 running back in the whole country. Oregon State did get embarrassed in their bowl game to end the season against Notre Dame, so it was really looking like this team was going to be very bad next season. But I do think they will put it together next season. They won't be great, but they will be solid, and the transfer portal addition should really help. Oregon State will be playing easy competition, and Oregon State is a very tough team to play on the road. So I have Colorado State losing this game and moving to 2-3 on the season. The next game for Colorado State will be at home against San Jose State. San Jose State had a pretty good end to the season in 2023. They went on a 6-game win streak and beat Fresno State and UNLV. The offense was really good, but they did lose their bowl game, and they're really disappointed by only scoring 14 points in their game against Coastal Carolina. San Jose State only returns 32% of their offensive production, which is 127th in the whole country, and I do not expect them to be that good in 2024. They could be a team that possibly wins 6 or 7 games, but I do not expect them to compete at the top of the conference. But I do think Colorado State could possibly get upset in this game after coming off a tough road game against Oregon State. So I do actually have Colorado State losing this game and move it to 2-4 on the season. The next game for Colorado State is on the road against Air Force. This is going to be a game that Colorado State desperately needs to win. Air Force loses a bunch of talent. In fact, they rank dead last in the whole country for returning production. I know Air Force has an amazing head coach in Troy Calhoun, but it is looking like it could be a tough season for Air Force in 2024, and it may be one of the most challenging seasons for Troy Calhoun at Air Force. Either way, this won't be an easy game for Colorado State, but I do think they will find a way to win a tough road game against Air Force and get themselves back on track. So I do have Colorado State moving to 3-4 on the season with the win against Air Force. And after their game against Air Force, they will have a couple of easy games that should be easy wins for them. And their next game is at home against New Mexico. And I would not put it out of the possibility for New Mexico to upset a team or two next season. Bronco Mendenhall was a great pickup at head coach for this New Mexico team. He's a veteran with a proven track record, but I definitely think it will take a couple of seasons if he wants to turn this team around, because New Mexico has been very bad recently. But they did show some spark with an upset win on the road against Fresno State last season, and that's why New Mexico is a team that you shouldn't take lightly. I still think Colorado State wins this game pretty easily at home, so I have Colorado State moving to 4-4 on the season. The next game for Colorado State will be on the road against Nevada. Jay Novell will not lose to his former team. Nevada has been so bad since he left that program, and Nevada will most likely be the worst team in the Mountain West again next season. Maybe Nevada has a chance to shock some people. They have brought in a very good transfer portal group, but I really don't see it, and this team is not going to be good next season in my opinion, so I have Colorado State winning this game and moving to 5-4 on the season. The next game for Colorado State will be at home against Wyoming. This could be a difficult game, but luckily they will have this game at home because playing on the road against Wyoming is never easy. Wyoming should be a solid team next season like they usually are, but Wyoming loses a decent amount of talent and they also lost their head coach. I expect Wyoming to kind of be the same team that they were last season, but a bit worse. And I think Colorado State will keep their winning streak going, so I have Colorado State winning this game and move it to 6-4 on the season. The next game for Colorado State will be on the road against Fresno State. This is going to be a big game for Colorado State, but I really like the defense of this Colorado State team to compete with a team like Fresno State. Fresno State is going to have a great offense with Mikey Keene at quarterback, if he can stay healthy. But the defense of Fresno State is a concern to me. They lost a bunch of talent, and I think Colorado State will have a lot of momentum heading into this game. So I actually think Jay Novell will really want this win bad. So I actually have Colorado State pulling off the upset on the road against Fresno State, and I have Colorado State moving to 7-4 on the season. And the last game of the season for Colorado State will be at home against Utah State. Utah State is a very interesting team to me heading into 2024. I do not expect them to be great, but they could be better than people think. They brought in two transfer portal quarterbacks, Bryson Barnes from Utah and Spencer Petras from Iowa. The defense does need a lot of help, but they are top 25 for returning production on the defensive side of the ball. They did a very solid job at building up the defense and the transfer portal as well. And I think Utah State will be able to compete with all of the Mountain West teams. They will be an all-around solid team, and I think Colorado State will get upset to end this season. Colorado State will be coming off a big win against Fresno State, and I think they will slip up against a solid Utah State team. So I have Colorado State finishing the season with a 5-2 conference record and a 7-5 overall record. You can very well have Colorado State beating Utah State and losing to Fresno State. I did have Colorado State beating Fresno State, Wyoming, and Air Force, but I feel like the schedule will set up for some big games that Colorado State could potentially win. And I think Colorado State will be good enough next season to win those games. I think they will pick it up near the end of the season, and I do think that they either go 7-5 or 8-4. But I don't know if I can really predict 8-4 for them because their schedule has some difficult games on it. And maybe I had Colorado State losing the wrong games and winning the wrong games, but either way, I have them going 7-5 in 2024 and taking that next step with Jay Novell at head coach. But you guys let me know how many games you think Colorado State will win in 2024 down in the comments below. But that is going to do it for the video. Let me remind you guys to like the video and also subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And if you guys love college football, then you will love this channel because we upload daily college football content and we basically cover everything on this channel. So definitely consider subscribing and also consider joining my Discord server down in the description below. But that is going to do it guys, and peace out.